We got a good one today. We are heading to Naples on this 46 Prestige. I got Captain Troy with me. He's helping me out today, mating for me. And we got a good little run. I think the mileage total is like, I don't know, what's the mile? We're all the way up in Tampa Bay, like 200 miles, something like that, including the bay. I haven't mapped it out yet, right?
Haven't even bothered to look.
I haven't even bothered to look. I know, we're terrible. We're terrible captains, but we are delivering this for the new owner down to Naples. We're going to do an orientation with them once we get there as well. This is the only day in probably a week where we've had a break in the wind, so it should be a nice ride down the beach. But we'll see how this day goes. We just did all fluids and everything. The Galati guys checked it over for us. So we are southbound. We got to go, we're all the way up in the tip of Tampa Bay. So we got to go all the way out the bay, which is probably a 25-mile run, and then head south. So we're going to unhook shore power here and get it going. All right, she's standing tall, 46. Top of the engine room here, and see what she looks like. I'm sure she's good. They've probably been all in her. But Galati always takes care of these things. They get them ready to go for us. Yeah, a couple of D6s clean in here. Obviously, a brand new boat. Seakeeper, didn't know it had that. But it's the AC strainer. That's the strainer and the pump for the Seakeeper. Their fuel filters. This boat has electronic batteries, so those are for that. Generator strainer. On the Volvos, the strainer's on the engine on each side. Looks good. Let me pull some sticks here, make sure we got good oil. All right, fired the generator up. It threw a code real quick. The boat was out of the water at one point, so it lost its prime for the water pump impeller. That's pretty common if it was out of the water, so. But it looks like it's pumping good water now. It pumps it out of the bottom of the boat. But cranked it back up and it's good. Water's in the strainer, flowing nice. But here's the boat. Two cabin, two stateroom boat. Got a fun run to Naples. Should be nice and slick calm today. It's kind of a weird day. It's a Friday and it's been blowing all week, and then the wind just lays down today, and then it starts picking back up bad tomorrow and Sunday. Another cold front coming through. So we have this 1 day break to get a good run in. Boat's full of fuel, so we won't have to stop. All right, well, Volvo's fob system is easy. You just touch the ignition there to lock it, touch it to unlock it, and then it unlocks everything to do with operation. So your screens will come on. Let's see, you got to turn that one on. That's the master electronics breaker. You got your bow thruster here, good. I'm gonna do a test. Okay, good. Port, starboard, good. Fluids look good. We got our zip wake. That should come on. Oh, there it is. I think it comes on with the engines too. Got all our various breakers, horn, fresh water. We'll need that. Windlass screen, quick windlass. Got the radar pulled up. We'll just go to chart here. Let's see. See if they got fishing chart uploaded. They don't, so we'll just do nav chart. Turn that brightness down. Good. Tell the world how you're out here in shorts and a t-shirt.
It's only 54, dude.
Man, look what the cat drug in.
I'm gonna be YouTube famous.
Yeah, you will be. You'll be YouTube famous.
That's it.
How you doing?
Good, buddy.
Yep, that works. You look a little sleepy this morning.
What's that?
You need some coffee?
I mean, I didn't allot for enough time to get some. I did not leave enough time to get some.
I hope you brought food.
I did bring a little bit. I brought some chicken salad.
Yeah, guys, when you're putting your shore power cord in, don't jam it in there. Make sure to keep that tag out, or if it doesn't have this tag, keep it right here flush. Otherwise, you're using a pair of pliers to get that out, and it becomes a pain. All right, let me get them warmed up. I'm gonna go run it back here at the joystick, probably. Got to activate the station. Okay, joystick's good. He got the starboard spring off.
You ready, bud?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You said stern to bow?
Yeah, that's fine. Got Troy getting the lines. So Troy is also a captain, a very good captain, and he also runs Flying Dutchman dive services in St. Pete. They do all sorts of yacht management, boat bottom cleaning, detailing. They do a good job. He cleans my personal boat, and it's spotless, isn't it?
Sure is.
No barnacles on that thing.
Especially not this time of year.
That joystick's a little bit more sensitive than others. Huh. That joystick has no delay. It's gotten better. Just keeping it moved over for him. Wind's kind of pushing our port side a little bit here. You said clear? Yeah, that wind's kind of pushing the bow off the dock here, so just got to keep her straight, make sure we don't get pushed over here.
These also Pilates?
No, they're ours. As far as I know, I haven't been told otherwise. All right, let's move away from this yacht here. Let's go back and transfer the station. Let's go back to, okay, good. And we gotta change that AIS alarm. That's gonna drive me nuts. So AIS, for those of you that don't know, it is a communication or a beacon system that runs through the VHF, and other boats have AIS as well. You can either send an AIS signal or send and receive an AIS signal, depending on the unit that you get. If you want to send and receive AIS, it's definitely a good bit more expensive to do that. But you can see all the other boats in here with AIS. It's nice for, when you're around commercial traffic and stuff, or you're doing the Great Loop, for example, and you want to see what another boat's name is in the area. Good to go.
Good for overtaking, stuff like that if you need to hail a boat.
Yep. Overtaking, coming up on somebody else, or right-of-way situations. So let's see if it's got engine room. Source, engine room. All right, perfect. It's dark. I have to turn some lights on.
Are those in here?
You know, I'm not 100% sure where the switch is for that.
Where's the panel?
There isn't. You use that screen, right? There might be a switch back there at the transom somewhere. I don't know. Looking things over. That's what a good mate does. And he's a captain too. He does the same thing I do. So he knows the deal. All right, coming out of the channel, we're going to get into the bay here. There's a couple skinny spots out here in the upper bay. We're just going to wiggle between them, and then we'll be free and clear to run through the Skyway. All right, so I got it on autopilot here. That little button in the bottom left is how you engage it, but I can't control it, so I'm going to put an overlay on. Let's see, edit overlays. We'll do a top bar of autopilot, and then it brings it up so I can adjust 10 degrees or 1 degree increments just on the screen. Got the Gandy Bridge. So we're gonna straighten this boat out. We're gonna run right through this little gap there. Obviously it's very shallow on both sides, so you gotta make sure to hit that. And then we'll be out in the middle of the bay and we'll be good to go, run straight to the Skyway. I hate loud noises on the boat. Just keep an eye out back, I guess. Make sure nothing flies off. It's a 3,600 RPM boat. So we'll run at about 3,000, 3,100, about 24, 25 knots. That's probably where she's gonna like it. See what our fuel burn is here soon, but it's a good planing cruising speed. Obviously, it's pretty tight through here. Better not screw up in this, or in a boat that drafts a lot. That's for sure. Got it about 3,200 RPM. We're doing about 0.7 nautical mile to the gallon, 35 gallons an hour. That's really awesome. I mean, D6s are efficient motors. We're going to back it down just a little bit, see if that economy goes up just a touch. 3,100. It barely went up. I'm not expecting it to go up much. Yeah, it didn't really change. So we'll just keep it at 3,200. Ideally, you're supposed to run these engines at 80% of wide open throttle. You can run them at 100% for short periods of time, but not for long periods of time. They're designed for 80% load. So we're running maybe just a touch over 80% load. Go to standby, come around it. All right, now let's go back to auto. Should be able to run pretty straight to the bridge. Have to come starboard here in a little bit. Current is ripping. If you can see that current coming around that can, it's a big outgoing tide. Troy just spent 5 minutes filming and it wasn't even filming. He comes back in and it's not even blinking. Now he's gonna go do it again. Pretty nice out here. It's nice not getting beat up. We've been doing a lot of deliveries lately, or a lot of classes and deliveries getting beat up. The wind's just been cranking. So we finally got our phones out and did some route planning. We're roughly like, it's roughly going to be about a 160-mile trip. We're 140 miles all the way into I'd say about 160 when we get done, but got a long way to go. All right, coming up on the Skyway, we're not going to go into the main span. We're going to cut it through one of these. I'm going to take it off autopilot here in a minute, run it through the bridge, and then get back on. We're going to go through the South Channel, so between Egmont and Passage Key, straight shot out, and then boom, head south. Never run through here on autopilot. We got a big outgoing tide, got a lot of water pushing our stern. The boat can get squirrely coming through here. So just drive it, come through here. Good to go. Get back on autopilot here. Got a ship coming, so got to give him right away, obviously. Head for the southern tip of Egmont. Now, what's cool about AIS, and you can kind of see this ship on AIS here, if you have the settings pulled up correctly, it will give you a collision alert. So if we were on a collision course with each other, and it calculates that by your speed and your bearing and all that good stuff, it'll give you an alarm on the screen if you're not paying attention. But we're just going to let him roll. And these guys don't give way. So if you get in the middle, in their way, they will run you over 100% right away. Restricted in their ability to maneuver. Passing Egmont. We're already eating. That's what you do on these trips. We just eat. Because we're just sitting here watching stuff. We're on a autopilot beeline to Naples, right down the beach. Hopefully be there in about 3.5 hours. See what time we pull in, but just dodging crab pots at this point. One tip, when you're running down the beach like this out in the Gulf, and this can apply on the West Coast or East Coast, is you don't want to follow the coastline. If you follow the coastline, you're actually just adding miles and adding time to your trip. Obviously, if it's really windy from the east and you need to hug the beach, then that's a different story. But on a day like today where we have 1 foot chop, if you're hugging the coastline, you're just wasting time. You want to set up an autopilot route that is a straight shot for your destination. So the pass that sticks out the furthest on the West Coast is Boca Grande. So you have to set your autopilot on the tip of the Boca Grande Pass to make sure that you get around that sandbar and that shoal out there. And that's your beeline, and then we'll set another autopilot track from there to Naples. So you want to have that route plan with as straight of a line as possible to get to where you want to go. Because if you followed the coastline all the way down to Boca Grande Pass and you weren't paying attention, well, you could run aground right into Boca Grande Pass and cut through the channels. And eventually you're going to have to, you'll have to bounce out maybe a mile or two to get around Boca Grande Pass if you do follow the beach all the way down. Because that sandbar sticks out pretty far. So
about 2 miles.
Yeah, about 2 miles. So be mindful of your destinations and your autopilot tracks when you're going up and down the coast. If you're using the auto guidance feature, or if you just did a waypoint and a go-to route as the crow flies, always double check. Make sure that navigation route, whether you're using auto guidance or not, is not going to bring you over a shoal or a sandbar or shallow water. That applies with anything. So this is not a form of Google Maps like in your car. It is wrong, and it will definitely bite you if you're not paying attention. It's used as a guide, as a navigational tool, but you should not trust it 100%. I just caught a little spray. All right, but this is what I'm talking about here. So I'm on autopilot, and you can see on the phone that I have a straight course right to Boca Grande, which is about right there. And the autopilot keeps swaying back and forth. But, you know, if you followed the beach line, you'd just be adding time. So get that heading line right to where you want to go, set it on autopilot, and just come down the coast. It'd save you a lot of time and a lot of fuel. Once we get to Boca Grande, I'll set another autopilot course to Naples. Naples right in there. And that'll be the quickest trip. Alright, we are passing Venice now. Got a big Viking behind us. I don't know if you can see him or not. Looks like we're all good up there. Woo, about to get wet. Apparently the Air Force is doing live fire exercises out here today. That's kind of cool. I'd like to see that. You sure you know where you're going?
South.
Okay, good. Just make sure to turn left at some point.
Yeah.
I'll give you a tour of the cabin real quick, if I don't fall. So your master is here. Very roomy, TV, everything, closets, drawer set. Privacy door, VIP, another head with a, I guess this one's a half wet head, not too bad. Well, we're getting pretty solid spray on the port side. It's definitely blowing a lot. You think it's blowing a lot harder than the wind forecast? I think it is.
Probably.
It's blowing east. Definitely more than 8 to 10, I can tell you that. It's more like 15 to me. It's supposed to be nice and calm this morning, but we got enough wind to throw some water up on the windshield here. See what it does this afternoon, but looks like we got a 1 o'clock ETA. All right, we are passing Sanibel now. Still about as choppy as it's been. Catching some spray on the windshield. Boy's taking a nap. I mean, look at the help you get around here. I mean,
Hey,
you know what? I mean, what do I pay you for? You know?
should I input the clip when I was running and you were sleeping? I got a picture.
Yeah, we've been napping. About a 1:30 ETA, Gordon Pass. Running about 21 knots. All right, well, we've got a pretty cool, or not cool, we've got an interesting thing going on the VHF right now. We are passing Cayo Costa right over there. It's a few miles away. And a 52-foot motor yacht just maydaid Coast Guard and said they're taking on water
Water music, this is the Coast Guard. How many people do you have on board? Over.
On channel 7, or at channel marker 71 on the ICW. So they're on the inside over there. Looks like there's another vessel in the area with them. But he's trying to get a hold of them, and they're trying to communicate right now.
Go for Coast Guard. Roger, what is the name of your vessel?
I haven't heard the status yet, but I heard him talking to her.
Roger, are you able to make communication with him for us? Over.
Now they're in touch with another boat. If I was closer, or I was over there, we would go see if we could help, but I'm not sure what good we would do way out here. It would be a few minutes before we even got there. But number one rule when you call a mayday, all right, you get your GPS position out.
This is the Coast Guard. Where is the water music headed into? Over.
All right, looks like that boat's headed into a marina somewhere, but yeah, number one rule, get the GPS position out. First thing you do after you call a mayday. That guy was talking with the Coast Guard, and she was trying to get the position out of him, but he didn't tell her. And he was going on about his situation and where he was and the status. You got to get that position out, and then they lost communication. You can hear the static. They can't hear him, and he can't hear them. And another boat is now relaying between the two, it sounds like. So all sorts of things can happen in 30 seconds of VHF communication.
You said that he is heading northbound at 7 knots. Over.
That is true. Yeah, mile marker 74. He's pretty far away.
Is he far away?
And is this the vessel Little Lucy? Over.
No, ma'am. The vessel is north.
But yeah, all sorts of things can happen within 30 seconds of you getting in touch with the Coast Guard. You can get out of touch with them. It's all line of sight. VHF is all line of sight. So if you have them for that moment, get that position out. That's all that matters.
He's 9.5 miles away.
He's 10 miles away?
True North, this is the Coast Guard. Can you ask the water music where he's headed into? Over. True North Coast Guard, you said their vessel is below the water line. Over.
Just give it a seat.
All right, Windsor, we just came around Sanibel, so we're on the last stretch to Naples. Got a few more miles to go, like 20 miles or something like that. And winds have now turned from the southeast. It's white capping. Starting to get a little beat up. Not bad though. But it's amazing how much the conditions change when you go 100 miles. We are coming up on Gordon Pass. Laid down a lot due to just getting closer to land. It knocked a lot of that swell out. But we'll be in there in about a mile. All right, got another one. Going to pass on our port here. So got a green can. Start coming around here. I don't think he's going to slow down. What do you think?
I think it's going to be the old port-to-port pass.
Yeah. Got a red on here. Come in the, we're going to back her down just a little bit. I don't want to beat the man's boat up. All right, we'll get back in it. Tide is moving. I can feel it.
Still going out?
Yeah. Gordon Pass. Homes down here are sweet.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Don't get too close to the rocks. Alright, we'll pull her back here for the snow. Got a little bit of no wake zone, then we can get back up on plane again. Most of this river is not no wake speed, and it absolutely blows my mind because people's homes just get absolutely wrecked in here. Cool area to boat in for sure. Incredible homes down here. Of course, we're in the river, so following our red right return. Just got back into our, it's a 30 mile per hour speed limit, slow speed minimum wake out of the channel. So as long as there's, you know, nobody putting their boats down or a vulnerable dock or something that's vulnerable, we'll get up on plane here. When you're in a big boat like this, you gotta monitor your surroundings at all times. I mean, you're responsible for your wake, you know, so even if it legally or by the law allows you to do that, that does not mean that you should do it. But we'll get it up on plane. If I see something that I need to slow down for, then I'll slow down. It's not like running a 25-foot center console and you just go. You're making a 4 or 5 foot wake out the back of this thing.
Really set that hook when you get a bite.
Just like this situation, we've got a barge and a crane underway heading toward us in this super tight channel. If I rolled by him on plane, he would be so pissed. Also got a fisherman on the trolling motor here at this dock. So you got to be alert and got to be aware. You can't hide a 46 Prestige. They will come find you.
Fisher boat that ran ahead was pretty sick though.
Yeah, I like that yellow one.
Yeah. I don't know if that was an Ocean Master or
it kind of looked like it,
yeah.
Pull it back just a little bit more for these fellas. Doing about 1100. Should be plenty.
Oh, he's anchored up on those spuds, I think.
No, he's underway. Pushing water out the back.
Yeah, he was pretty pleased. Gave you the wave and
There
everything.
you go.
Slowed down for him.
A lot of guys will not do that. Here we go. All right.
2 lines in here, bud.
Only 2. All right. There might be some of that storage he told me. Well, he said there's fenders too, but all right, we're coming in here to Naples City Dock to get some fuel, and then we're going to go to the Naples Yacht Club after that. All right, wind's blowing on our starboard here. So let me know when you're ready.
You said starboard side tide?
Yeah, I'll flip it around. We're good. All right, we pulled up here in Naples City Dock, getting some fuel in it. Wind was pushing me to the dock hard. Already had some fenders on the dock, so that helped. We're going to Naples Yacht Club. We're gonna pull up at the fuel dock, welcome the new owners, all that good stuff. I'll probably have to cut the footage there because obviously this is not my customer. They are taking delivery of this boat, so we'll probably have to stop filming at that point.
Oh, that's a sharp turn. Oh, look, a couple of Pardos. Alrighty, bud. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be here quick. Yeah, that's fine. All right, well, we got the owners taking a joyride. We're gonna go put the boat in the slip here and get in our, we got a private driver picking us up. We'll get in there and head back to St. Pete. We just did a full walkthrough orientation on all systems. They're learning the boat, he's getting the feel for it. So we're gonna head back to the yacht club now.
How fast will it actually go forward?
It will, it'll jump quick.
It will. So it has controls up top.
It does. Yeah, everything is a mirror image upstairs.
Yeah, I'm talking about this.
It does, yeah. Now keep in mind, the wind's at your stern, so give yourself plenty of room to swing.
Right there, have to give it.
That's fine, I got you. You're looking good so far. But just remember, it will move sideways really well. Less is more with these pods, less is more. Good, so I have to slow that spin down. Looking great. Use the joystick, move it back sideways, move it back to port. There you go. Stop that swing. Good, keep doing that.
Just go sideways?
Yep, just go sideways, and when you feel good about it, commit, bring it back. Yep, just little jumps, little jumps. Good, little thruster, little joystick sideways, add thruster at the same time. Nice. Good job. There you go. Oh, you're good. Good, looking great. Just keep doing that simultaneous joystick and thruster, and you're going to be fine. Troy's going to get your spring line. We'll be good. Nice job. All right, let's slide it over to the finger a little bit. There you go. Do a little rotation, bring that stern over. Awesome. A little forward, just a little bit. Right there, perfect. Yeah, if you want to secure that, that's good. Then we can adjust. Well, we gotta. Yeah.
I've got a loop on your spray.
Let's come on back there, Tom. Do a little. Easy. Troy, let it come back.
This here or there?
You can go there for now, and then we'll rearrange some stuff. Good job, Tom. A little further back, a little further. A little bit more. A little bit more. All right, set it there, Troy.
Yep. Watch the bow.
All right, Tom, yeah, just keep that bow over. We're good. All right, well, we got the boat tied up nice and tight here. Gave her a little rinse down to finish out the day. Great trip, great delivery. Everything went really well. Owners were thrilled. After this, Troy and I got in our little Uber home there and took about 3 hours north up I-75 to get back to Tampa. Got home around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Thanks so much for watching another video. Please give us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it.